Dear students, today I will explain to you the first part of fourth module, word. I have already started this module. I just introduced it. I told you that modern linguists define word classes into two categories. One is open and other is closed word classes. So that thing we have already studied. We also know that open word class are the content words and closed word class are generally structural word. So keeping these all things in mind, we will move to the next part of module 4 and try to understand what exactly and how we can define the open word classes. So if we talk about open word class, which is also called content words, these classes are noun, verb, that is full verb, adjective, and adverb. These are the four open word classes. To indicate these word classes, we use specific symbols, adjective and adverb. So N is capital, V is capital, A is also capital in both symbols. For example, we can have example of noun like boy, full like do, keep, adjectives like cold. So all things, these things you already know. And adverbs, for example, today, now, etc. So remember these symbols, and these are the only four open word classes. Now there is criteria to define open word classes. How should we define, how should we recognize that the open word classes are? There are three types of tests. And there are three. First is form, second is function, and third is meaning. By applying these tests, you can easily identify, you can easily define whether a word is noun, verb, adjective, or adverb. Let's, for example, just talk about the form. So, you know that there are suffixes that are often go with the noun. For example, electric, and you attach ity as suffix, and the noun is form electricity. There are so many suffixes. I've already time and again I have referred it. For example, ness, food, meant. When you see the spelling of the word, you easily understand that this is a form which can tell us that it is a noun. So you have studied it. Now, what about the function? Function is the most reliable test to define open word classes. Let's say, for example, let's understand with example. They water garden with the waste water. Now you see there are, this is water and this is also water. The form is the same, but water first is a verb and the water second is a noun. Now here you see that in this sentence this water functions as a verb, and here it functions as they water garden with the waste water. It is functions as in prepositional phrase as noun. So you can understand that though sometimes the form may look similar, but you can identify the word class using the criteria of function. So generally we see that a noun word class can function as in a sentence as a subject, object, complement, etc. A verb functions as generally as predicator. Adjective, as it qualifies the noun, it functions as modifier. It can be head and complement also. Adverb can modify, it modifies the verb and has adverbial function. So you see that the function of each open word class is different. So you can easily understand that object verb cannot be object. Do you understand? Or noun cannot be predicator in a sentence. So this is most reliable criteria for identifying word class. And the third one is meaning. By understanding the meaning of that word, you can easily also understand the class of that word. So meaning is obviously very helpful. We don't need to detail go in this for the explanation, because you understand. What we need to concentrate is, one by one we will try to understand the word classes, open word classes. The first is noun. Its symbol is capital N. Now you can understand that how many nouns are there in English language, and how we go on adding more and more nouns. So noun covers almost all words used in English. So let's understand the function of noun. Let's understand one by one. This taking open word classes one by one, we'll understand the function, form, meaning, etc. Now let's say begin with example. Here are the little cat. Okay. Next example is my favorite player. Next is tigers are wild. Now this is phrase. My favorite player also, it is a phrase. Now let's understand one by one. You can easily understand here that this cat is noun. This is adjective, and this is also a modifier or determiner. Now if you use this phrase into a sentence, you will see that how the function of the same phrase changes. The little cat ran fast. Now this whole phrase and these two words, ran fast, these two phrases make a sentence, and you see that here this ran fast is full verb, and this is the modifier. Fast is related with the verb ran. How it ran? It ran fast. So here it is adverb, and these two make adverbial phrase and verb phrase. Now let's concentrate on the little cat. The little cat is a noun phrase because the head word is noun here. This is modifier, it functions modifier. Now if I make this NP noun phrase, here works as subject. So If I say that I saw a, the little cat, see, this is subject, this is verb, and this is also the whole object, and here it is also noun phrase. So you see here that in a sentence, this cat is a noun and it has adjectives, and here it works as the head of noun phrase. You understand? So noun phrase or noun can function as subject or object. So in this way you can analyze function of noun class.